Uh-oh. No way, bro. My mouse was off screen. Hey there, and welcome back to Five Nights at Dolma'S 2, where we're going to be pretty much focusing on custom night. Hopefully get to the extras. I'm not too sure if I'm going to go for that other ending. I mean, well, I don't even know if there is another ending, right? I kind of have to look into that, which I'll, based on what happens, I guess that'll determine whether I go for it in this video or not. But custom night's the main priority. It's pretty tough so far. I just gotta, be careful with how I prioritize certain characters. Specifically, my main issues have been with Belle and Dolma. They've been my biggest issues by far. And trying to balance everyone along with those mini Laos. That's really where my main struggle is. One, two, three. It's happening again. One, two, three. Okay, got rid of all of them. One, two, three. Okay. Yeah, generally whenever anyone the mini Laos always take a back seat. Oh god. One, two, three. I don't know, sometimes I'm guessing they're here. One, two, three. One, two, three. Pulling the lever, because I can. But yeah, it's just trying to deal with everyone here. It's just it's such a constant, so much constant activity. It drives me nuts a little bit. Corridors, let's see. Come on. One, two, three. Okay. See, sometimes they laugh. They laugh, but sometimes they don't show up when they laugh, and other times they do. It's always some sort of trick there. Hold on. Pull the lever. That's why I always get paranoid whenever I hear the clown laugh. But I know the clown doesn't really go for the left, so I don't have to worry too much. Okay, definitely should be gone. Okay, so you're gonna come from the left. Come on. Hold on. One, two, three. My mouse, where's my mouse? One, two, three. Oh god. See, the clown didn't even laugh that time. Pull the lever. That's the part that always worries me. So the clown doesn't laugh when going through the middle, but the clown laughs on the right side. That's some good information, I guess. Okay. In this case, always watch the middle and left. I mean, right side. One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Pull the lever. Okay. One, two, three. Check. Okay, so he's going for the middle. Pretty much just always check middle. Uh-oh. No way, bro. My mouse was off screen. That completely ruined it. Completely ruined it. I got paranoid trying to get to the right, left side. Just completely tossed it. Why was I checking the right side when there was no there's always a specific sound cue for Laura? Why am I fumbling now? Why did I do that? Come on. I'm so pissed that I lost that first run. Okay, relax. We got this. I had struggles in the first video, but we got this. I mean, there's a reason why I literally have this up. The thing is, I can't stay on the cameras forever because they can show up at the doors without sound cues, so... Unless I'm, like, constantly watching the bloody corridors, which I'm not trying to do, I don't know, it makes me feel a bit paranoid. But let me not check the right anymore. Or at the very least, let me do this. That way, I can have full vision. There we go. See, why didn't I just do that? Oh my god. 1, 2, 3. So I'm guessing Dolma'S on the right side. Okay, Belle's gonna go for the left side. We already know this. Why? Again, like common sense. Belle's on the right side, so why would she be there? I should have. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3. Of all the time, like I don't even know why do I do that. Why I have no reason for what I just did there. One, two. Why didn't I check the middle? Oh my god. See, like, so I don't even know what happened there. Because I didn't use the lights. Because again, I tried being as quick as possible. But they must have been down the middle. It's always, I don't know, like, I thought I figured out a rule with their sound cues. But now it feels like the sound cues are kind of just like, they just mean like, yeah, they're there sometime. Like, it's so weird. Circus Bell has sound cues that doesn't always mean he's at the doorway, which is why he sometimes catches me off guard. Like, he'll do a sound cue, I look around, he's nowhere there, so I have to wait for it again. Dolma is always consistent, but I thought Dolma only does the sound cue when they're going to the left or right. But I mean, I didn't check the left because I figured there's no reason to. I don't know. It's frustrating. Like, I don't have the time to check each doorway. That's like the biggest problem, I guess. Anyways. There we go. This is why, like, I thought I was safe holding a bit longer there, but I guess not. I don't know. I'm not a fan of no sound cues when they leave. Like, just having to count to 3 over again. I don't know. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. So you do, like, what? So So what? Dolma does laugh and go down the middle? Like, I don't get it. You see what I... So, yeah, so the laughter... I just... 1, 2, 3. Also, I guess that theory is completely blown out of the water now. Just because he goes down the left side... I mean, they can share sides. So that blows my theory out of the water then. Okay, so that actually might explain some of the issues I've been having. You're gonna go? I mean, you have to... That just means I have to be quick. Belle's going for the right side. Just pull the lever. Alright, Bull, where are you going? Alright, Bull's going down there. One, two, three. One, two, three. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Okay. Laura. Oh my god. The one time I missed Laura. Again, no sound cue. I mean, it took... I don't know how I didn't notice her on the right there, but... Oh my god. Rambi ambiance is obviously one thing, but it's like... They have sound cues that clearly, like, a lot of times demonstrate, like, yeah, they arrived. But if they don't always play, then what's the point? It's like sending mixed signals. I don't know, I'm just not a fan of it. One, two, three. Again, like, sometimes he laughs. As he's like... Oh my god. One, two, three. One, two, three. I was gonna pull the lever, bro. I was so gonna pull the lever. Like, see, like, what kind of, like... It's so... Again, it's misleading, because it's like... Sometimes you hear that sound cue, nothing happens. Other times you hear the sound cue, they're at the door. It's like, make up your mind. I knew, the moment I heard it twice, I knew it had to be something, and I was like, oh my god, I'm just gonna pull the lever. But no, of course I don't get to pull the lever, right? One, two, three. One, two, three. 4, 5, 6. So the clown was in the middle. Of course they were. So they laughed to announce they were in the hallway, but not the door. I'm good. I've lost interest. I've honestly lost interest. I cannot get around the idea of random sound cues being useful or useless. I just doesn't... I'm not a fan of that idea. Just don't know why... I don't get why that's... Yeah, I don't get why they did that. Having the sound cue sometimes play, right? Like the mini Laos, they always laugh when they arrive, right? That's part of their signature. But for Laura sometimes makes pitter-patter sounds, usually, almost always. I don't think they actually ever didn't do that. I probably just missed them, right? Missed that sound cue when I ever got caught by Laura. So, you know what? We'll excuse her, right? Mini Laos obviously are fine. But, of course, Dolma sometimes shows... Actually, no. Does Dolma show up? No, Dolma always laughs when she shows up. I don't think she ever missed that. So, we'll give a point to Dolma. The only problem is that Dolma can show up in all three entrances, which is very hard to keep track of all at the same time, especially considering the fact that she skips cameras. So, if she's in the middle camera and then skips and laughs, I'm like, okay, well, I gotta check all cameras anyway. So, being on camera actually didn't help me. Same goes for Belle. Belle will sometimes laugh, not show up at the doorways. Other times he laughs and is at the doorways. And again, it's like vice versa. Sometimes it's like a few situations, right? Belle will either laugh once, either in the hallway or at your doorway, or, well, I guess those are two scenarios, or they laugh twice at both the hallway and the door. So it's like, I checked, I hear the first laughter, I look, it's like, okay, they didn't show up. They laugh again, and I gotta check again. It's like, why? Just simple. All of them have a sound cue when they show up at their door. They can show up, two different doors sometimes. I guess that's why they have the lever. But at least, like, make it, like, guaranteed. I don't want to, like, look around and be like, oh, look, Belle just randomly appeared at my door. You know what I mean? Especially, like, again, if they skip cameras and they don't make a sound cue, like, I have to, so pretty much anytime they leave a camera, I'm supposed to, like, check to make sure they didn't just skip through. And then Billy just barely doesn't make any noise, period. Not a fan of that. I don't know. I think they just need sound cues. They need consistent sound cues. That's just my take on it, really. That's my main thing for the gameplay side of things, right? Because besides that, you're pretty much just closing the door. That's pretty much the main gameplay. Just like closing the door, watching them on cameras, which is why I was able to sweep through the night so easily. But the fact that they don't have consistent sound cues just makes it more tedious than anything. But yeah, it's a bummer that we failed, especially considering how close we came to beating it last time just because I stupidly moved my mouse cursor off screen. But I'm just not really looking forward to doing that again, so I'm not going to. Alright, so considering that I didn't beat 520 mode, I'm actually going to be using footage from someone that did manage to beat it, by the name of JPG Zecker. I'm pretty much just going to show the segment after 520 mode, and then I'll give my thoughts on it later or after.
Congrats on completing your first week. However, your job is not over just yet. There is another aspect regarding your job, and that is collecting and salvaging an animatronic found in the old Dolma'S Grand Circus. There is a big variety of animatronics found there, and the important part is that we can use them for parts in the factory. But before doing so, your job is to confirm these animatronics are as docile as they appear. In front of you, you have the old Dolma'S robot, designed by William Afton, found in the old establishment. But things aren't as easy as they appear. Your job is to complete the maintenance checklist before claiming the robot as salvage. If things turn a bit aggressive, however, you can use the taser for returning the animatronic to a normal state. Begin audio prompt in 3, 2, 1. Document results.
Now, for this video, right, or rather, JPG Zecker, they pretty much got the game over and they left it at that in the main menu. I'm not exactly sure what happens there. Like, is there no way to get back to that main menu? I'm not entirely sure, or that minigame, I should say. So that's kind of like a bit of a dead end. But we did learn at least that suit was from one of the old Dolma'S establishments, right? We already know that in the canon timeline, we pretty much send, or not we, but Dolma Entertainment sends over the old robots to William Afton so that he can scrap them, and that way the new robots that William's sending over will be more cheaper for Dolma Entertainment. So I wonder if that is one of the animatronics that they sent over. But with that said, we'll move straight on to extras. Of course, we have Circus Dolma, Laura, Billy, Belle, and Minnie Laus. There's the jump scares. Oh my god, I forgot to play that circus music again. Here, screw you, Dolma. Screw you. Behind the scenes development of the main office area, pretty much. The 3 doors, elevator area. Camera scenes. This is pretty much their like little, I guess this is their main stage. Well, it's not really a stage, but it's supposed to be a stage. This is the hallway camera, where for the longest time I actually thought they never showed up there. I was about to say, like, when are they ever going to show up on that right side? Then we have elevator work in progress. I wasn't sure if they just like, And then finally cheats. Radar, no lever cooldown. Activating cheats will disable progression. That's fine. No lever cooldown would pretty much be an instant win. You could just spam it. Now, with that said, I guess we'll just try and go for that ending. I guess we'll see what happens and just move on from there pretty much, because that pretty much covers everything else that I was going to cover on the game. Alright, so we got to night 3 again. This should be where we have that choice now. There's a problem, we found this new set of models. Obviously, we now have the choice of accepting William's offer or not. So let's see what happens if we reject the offer. You have chosen to not accept my deal. Okay. I guess from now on we'll see what happens. Alright, so I went through all the nights again, trying to see if choosing that option where you reject Afton's deal for giving him like the salvage parts of your old animatronics in order to get the new ones at a cheaper price, nothing changed, which a bit anticlimactic. I kind of went through the entire game for no reason again. So yeah, I mean, that pretty much leads to that. I don't know what was the point in offering that choice, because literally nothing comes of it, so that just feels odd, I suppose. But that's going to be it for Five Nights at Dolma'S 2. I'm not going to really try custom it again. I'm not a fan overall of the sound cue inconsistency. That's pretty much my biggest gripe with this game, I would say. That, and just in general, gameplay loop-wise, is very repetitive, and you can kind of like brainlessly go through it if you just use the lever a lot and just kind of go through the cameras. But regardless, I'll probably still check out the rest of the Dolma'S games at this point. So I'm curious to see what the third game is going to be like. Hopefully it'll be more complex than this in terms of gameplay, and hopefully we just learn a bit more about the story and maybe just not have anything where, you know, just like no weird inconsistency stuff like this game did. But of course, with all that said, I hope you did enjoy. If you did, leave a like, comment, let me know what you enjoyed from the video and what you want to see from me. The game will be in the description below as always. And of course, if you haven't seen my latest story breakdown on A Shadow Over Freddy's, that'll be in the description below, as well as a playlist of all my other story breakdowns. And with that said, I'll see you in another video. Take care.